Hey guys, this is Dave Weber of Dave Weber's Foot Zoning and Rezzimax affiliate. So I wanted to give you my story of our recent Rezzimax conference that my wife Kimberly and I attended. It was it was really phenomenal overall. I learned a lot. This conference focused on the advanced Rezzimax techniques. So let's start at the beginning. I found out about this conference maybe a month and a half ago. Um, Talked with Kimberly about it. We both felt good after a couple of weeks of talking about it, I think, and then we got the early bird special. So you save money on those, obviously. And as part of the ticket price, the upgraded ticket gets you a free Rezzimax Tuner Pro, the mini style or the regular. Um, so when we got there, we ended up getting two of the Tuner Pro 2 style, the bigger versions. Uh, so we wanted that. Now, yesterday was the day that we loaded up our van and headed out. And in preparation to get to Logan, that's where it was at the country club thingy majigger place in Logan. Very comfortable, very good room that they rented out and got catered to. Very nice food. Everything was fantastic there. But anyways, loading up, we could not get a hotel, motel, and Airbnbs weren't looking too promising either. We still wanted to just go by faith and bring our stuff anyways, as if we were still going to stay the night. But we were just planning, you know what? We'll just drive home. Logan and Ogden aren't too far away anyways. So we were just going to come home, but we still brought our stuff just in case, something presented itself and we would stay the night in Logan after all. So we're driving there. The drive over there was pretty nice. A little bit of traffic, but not too bad. We get there, and we got there a little early. We just walked around and killed time. And then we got into Sherrick's house at the start of dinner, about 15 minutes before 5:30, and got to say hi to Sherrick and his wife Cheryl right off the bat. They were outside and got to see those people. Walked into their beautiful home. Got to mingle with other fellow Rezzimax lovers. So that was a really huge joy. Got to make new friends, exchange business cards, phone numbers. Anyways, we got in touch with a few people, and dinner at their house was really, really nice. Got good salads and chicken, and they had mixed nuts and pistachios and cashews and oh man. So the Peck family, they really feed their guests and their family well. So that was a very positive experience there. So we ate. We went downstairs to their beautiful large basement, and we started to chat. Sherrick shared his story of how he got into Rezzimax, and I'll have to share that one in another video. This will make this video way too long if I give you his whole story. But we went over a few of the basic techniques last night, so Friday night, and that was a lot of fun. May I backtrack a little bit? So I told Sherrick that I had such a positive experience with one of his techniques, which is now called resilience. And going along with the spelling of Rezzimax, R-E-Z-Z are the beginning letters. So resilience is spelled R-E-Z-Z and then illiance. So that is a trauma downregulation technique, and he wanted me to share this at the conference. And my heart and my stomach told me what it thought. A little nervous about that, but we did well. We did well today presenting all my wonderful experiences on my healing journey with that. But anyways, after the basement Rezzimax talk with Sherrick and a few folks, we got to talking to another foot zoner. Her name is Tammy. What a wonderful lady. I found out that she used to be on the Utah Foot Zone Association board. And she kind of walked out as I was walking in last year. So she kind of knew a little bit of me, my name, at that point last year. And I just slipped in and she slipped out. So that was a really neat connection. And what made that connection even more neat was the fact that she offered room in her Airbnb. So, me and Kimberly were praying about this, really hoping that we would have an easier experience not having to drive back home to Ogden. So that was the answer to our prayers. Tammy, my fellow foot zoner friend, allowed us to stay in her Airbnb, which was a very beautiful Airbnb. So we drove back that direction. It was sitting on top of a Starbucks, really unique place there in Logan. And there's this beautiful area that me and Kimberly walked around. We just had a fun walk in the evening. It was a very warm evening last night. And it's getting close to 9 o'clock, if I remember correctly. And we went ahead and went inside the Airbnb. And boy, was that a beautiful setup. Very fancy. Ceilings were very high. The most modern, ornate fixtures in the place, in the bathroom. A very nice setup. I mean, they even had a microwave and a bag of popcorn if you wanted to pop some. It's too late to eat any popcorn, but you had that option. Huge flat screen TV to watch movies if you so please. But no, me, Kimberly, and Tammy were just in the zone. We chatted a lot last night and went to bed kind of late. I mean, that's what you do when you're traveling, right? And pumped up for a conference. So we finally went to bed late. A little chilly that night, but who cares? We're super excited and ready for the big day, which was today. So we woke up, drove over, ate breakfast at 7:30, and breakfast was really filling, really good. Plenty of protein. That's one of mine and Kimberly's worst nightmares, is if you get cheap. Oh, here's a waffle maker if you're lucky. Otherwise, okay, we got a bunch of packaged muffins and junk. No, we got eggs and bacon and fancy crepes and fresh fruit and all this good stuff. So breakfast was phenomenal. And then we got into our wonderful Rezzimax techniques soon thereafter. So I took several pages, probably 4 pages of notes overall in my notebook of this conference. Wonderful things I wanted to remember it by and to be able to share my knowledge with my clients. So I took a lot of notes. So lunch was about noon, and we had these amazing sandwiches and this yummy coconut cheesecake kind of thing for dessert. I don't even know if it was cheesecake, but it was creamy and it was coconutty and had chocolate layers. It was good. So anyways, I obviously have a sweet tooth. But yeah, those Philly steak sandwiches were amazing. Yeah, I said that right. Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. So Sherrick wanted me to share my experiences with the Rezzimax since last year of getting started with it myself. So butterflies started to hit my stomach yet again. It was time for me to present. So when I went up, when it was my turn, and I shared about my foot zoning and what that is, and why I got the Rezzimax to begin with. And that fun journey, that's for another video as well. And then the cool things that has happened along my journey. So the Rezzimax has balanced my gut health. So I am living, breathing. I had a colectomy. My large intestine was removed when I was a teenager due to intestinal complications. And that alone will bring on a lot of bad bad digestion. So I talked about how that has completely balanced my guts. And then the resilience technique. So this resilience stress down technique is the technique that has taken my allergies and hay fever problems from 100% worse, like it is there, it is awful every year, all the way down to it is almost completely resolved. I don't know, 10%, 5% left. So the majority of it has been resolved. You can ask Kimberly. This has been the best year of our marriage. I have not had severe hay fever problems like I've had all throughout the last, 9 years of our marriage. And it was because I've had a lot of trauma since I was very, very young. And so with this technique, you identify those traumas, those feelings, the picture in your mind, and you go through this breathing technique, and over time you eliminate it. So you can overcome addictions with this technique. You can overcome allergies with this technique, things that you're scared of, things that you have anxiety over. Whatever the problem might be, this is what that technique is good for. So moving on, we talked about really intense things. Multiple sclerosis. The Rezzimax has eliminated most of this one individual's multiple sclerosis, their pain, their issues with it. That's what the Rezzimax does. It is a nervous system balancer. We talked about fibromyalgia and the amazing effects it has on that issue. Parkinson's, and so many other diagnoses, especially of the nervous system. Even a CRPS, really severe stuff. Wow, guys. So we finished up a lot of those techniques on how to help those individual problems with this phenomenal device. And then we started to get things wrapped up. Got to talk with a few more of our new friends we made at the conference, and then time to get home. There was another venue who were planning on being loud after us. So technically we could have gone until 5 o'clock, but they had, I guess it was a wedding, and they had this band, and it was Hispanic, and they at about exactly 4:30 we were wrapping up, and we gave them the permission to get playing. And so they started playing, they're playing this fun, upbeat music, and Sherrick started to dance a little bit, He's a funny guy. So anyways, basically that music kind of wrapped up everything, the fun Rezzimax weekend, and I'm really excited to share what I've learned with my clients. The drive home was smooth and amazing, and me and Kimberly were just chatting about our own reaction from it, and I just wanted to make this video to be as authentic as possible right after the conference, and to give you my thoughts on it. Things worked out beautifully. God answered our prayers with staying the night at that Airbnb. God's got this. God really has got this. You really need to listen to Sherrick when he shares his story. It was complete 100% inspiration. He had no inkling of wanting to do anything in business like that, and creating a product, having a manufacturer and everything. God directs his work, and he wants certain people with certain skill sets to bring certain things out, and I think it was God who led me and Kimberly in this direction. We have a lot more healing to do, but healing has occurred. Well, that's all, folks. Thank you so much for watching this longer video, and I hope you have an enjoyable weekend. Until then, remember, you are significant.